Hello, good afternoon. Well, evening, nearly evening, it's 4 p.m. in the UK. How are we all doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. New Bawoni, share Bawoni, everything. How's been everything with you? How's your day been so far? Mine has been blessed to the glory of God. Yes. And, today I just want to hop on here and just share something with you. And that is, what have you done to deserve or to attract the kind of life you want? Because at the end of the day, you need to do something. Like, if you want to live a different kind of life, right, you need to do something different, something that can afford you that life. So what have you done, right, to be able to afford the kind of life that you want? Now, take for example, when we were growing up, our parents, I still shouted that to my kids today. Our parents, believed that when you go to school, you make good grades, you advance in career. That is when, you can stand out among your peers. That is when you can stand out in the public. That's when you can actually, you know, be able to get the kind of job that can give you a luxury, right? And I see a lot of people. Lately, I speak with a lot of people, and when I start speaking with people, I realize that we all want, quick. I don't know how to put it. People just want to reap where you did not sow. How possible is that? Because I always say this to people that are very close to me. You can't give what you don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. So if you do not, study for an exam, you can't expect to go and write properly and pass. If you do not put in the time that is needed to build something, you cannot expect that thing, right, to give you the kind of results that is given people who are putting in time, effort, money, everything. So, what are you doing, right, to be able to afford or to be able to live, yes, the kind of life that you've always dreamed? Now, I know that a lot of us are out there very scared, afraid, and you don't even want to dare, you don't want to step out. Fear is holding you back to really work on yourself to be able to live the kind of life you want to live. Please, if you're watching me, let me know in the comment section, because it doesn't seem like I can see anyone. Sorry guys. Let me see. Just want to be sure that I am live, definitely. Okay, I think I am. It does say. Okay. So people, I see people don't want to put in the time, people don't want to put in, what is needed, what is required to be able to. What are you willing to sacrifice today to be able to live your dream life tomorrow? Because I tell you, it starts from somewhere. It starts from somewhere. You cannot just wake up and find the life you want to live beside you on the bed. No, life does not go like that. That's not how it works. I was listening to one of our coaches in our online business community, and she was just addressing people generally. And I know this happens to a lot of us. You start a business, or you start something today, and maybe in another couple of months it's not giving you the results you want. You're already thinking of, that's not working, I'm gonna quit. You've been doing your job for well over 20 years. Me, I've been a nurse for 25 years post qualification. So it meant that I have been working as a registered nurse, aside from even when I was in training, when I went to do my post 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 courses. Yes. I went to do my post basics. Yes, I went to do my post basic midwifery, post basic ophthalmic nursing. I was still getting paid. Yes, because I was at work and I was going to school. I went to school through, work. I applied to go to school while I was still working. So I still get paid. So to me, it meant that actively I have been earning income for the last 25 years as a registered nurse. Working post qualification, 25 whole years. I have not quit yet. I did not say that, because I have not become a life coach. I did not say that because I have not built all the mansion in the whole world, I'm going to quit nursing. No. What am I doing? Motun teramo. I continue to work. I continue to work. So why are you starting something new? Why are you starting a business in 2 3 months and you're already thinking of quitting? Why did you look into a business opportunity and you did not even take any further step? Your work that you're doing for the last 25 years or 30 years of your life, depending on your age, or even 10 years or even 5 years, have you quit on that job because you have not built your mansion, because you have not you've not you've not built your NGO, because you've not started your all the things that you laid out for yourself while growing up? Because if you are somebody like me growing up, you need to see my vision board. So many things I want to achieve in life. You have not quit that job, oh, and you have been working 10, 15, 20, 25 years. If you're like me, 25. So why are you quitting on it? You saw an opportunity, you're so fired up, you just feel like, wow, this is for you, but fear is holding you back. Don't let that fear keep you where you are for the last 25 years. It's time for a change because, like I asked you at the start of this life, what is that thing that you're willing to achieve and what have you done to deserve it? Because you need to work on your mindset. You need to work on yourself because the moment you begin to entertain fear, the moment you begin to entertain fear, I tell you, it's just the beginning of downfall. If you know me, if you know me, like people that are very close to me, even though I'm afraid, I still do it. I do it scared, anyways. There was a time, at work, and somebody said, "Oh, I don't think we should do this." I said, "Let's go. If the worst come to the worst, we cannot do it. We bring an ambulance." you know, and that is me. Even though I am afraid, even though I'm scared, even though I don't know what is in it for me, I still go ahead and do it because the worst will be for me to look back and realize that I should have done this. I didn't do it, and then having regrets that I should have done it. So you are scared, you are afraid. Yes, we've all been scared at some point. We've all been afraid at some point. We took that bold step. We took that bold decision because we needed something to change. If you continue to sit in fear, not me, I don't think anything good can come out. So you're out there because today I just we just wrapped up a strategic call, not strategic call, like a courtesy call with one of my action takers, and I saw the energy in her. I saw she's fired up, and I was so happy for her because I knew that that was the beginning of something amazing in her life. You're out there, you've taken those further steps, you're just so scared. Maybe your friends or your family or somebody is saying, hey, don't go, don't share. Who are you? What do you want? Make that decision for yourself. Enough of waiting for validation from who is going to validate you living your dream life. Enough of waiting for validation from friends and family. Put yourself in the circle of people, like-minded people who can push you, people who can, you know, push you out, even though you are afraid, people who can, support you to do it afraid. Shout out to one of my amazing sisters. She was very afraid. Hey, friends and family. Sis. Hey, mo sọ fún ẹ o, tó tún kọrin fún àánú rẹ̀ ló ń ṣe mí, ló jẹ́ kí n bá ọ̀dà mọ̀ràn. Kò bí ìbejì kó tó bóra, and like she's already seeing result because people are already signing up with her, even though she's only new, because she knew what she wanted. And she said, you know what, by the grace of God, I'm going into this. I've been led, and I've prayed, I've fasted about it. I'm afraid, but I'm doing it scared. And I said, you know what, that is it. So you're out there, you have so much desires, you have things you plan for yourself, things you set out for yourself. Coming abroad is not easy. I always say this. Nigeria was my comfort zone, comfortable zone. But you know what? I left my children 2014. I went to a strange land that I've never heard the name before. I was hearing the name for the first time at that time. And I went. Only me, my head, and my family saw me off to not even the airport, to Nigerian house in Abuja. I don't want to mention the name because I went through the Nigerian government, Federal Republic of Nigeria. So my family saw me up to that level, and we went in one big bus like that to the airport. None of my family followed me to the airport. But you know what? I was scared though, because it's a place I've never been, but I went. And I tell you, 4 years in that strange land, I'm here in the UK from that strange land, yes. So do it scared, do it afraid. I didn't spend 1 year there and started saying, things are not working. No. I did not spend 2 years there and say, hey, how will I get out of here? I just kept praying. I kept working. I kept filling all sort of forms. That recently, we are. I was trying to clear up my paperwork and everything, because everything is online. I was like, I wanted to reduce how much of paper I have in my house, and I saw so many exams that I've done, so many exams I did in Namibia, so many forms that I filled and everything, and the password where I wrote them, so many paperwork, so many sheets that I've read, so many jottings, so many preparation, so many words of prayer that I wrote somewhere, and I looked at it and I smiled, because 1, 2, 3, 4 years in Namibia, nearly at the end of the fourth year, I came here to the UK. I did not give up. UK, I came to the UK. I started working and working and working, but I know that if I really need to, achieve those goals and aspiration, if I really want to live the kind of life I want to live, I need to work for it. It can't be handed to you on a platter of nothing. You cannot sleep and just find the kind of life you want to live beside you, beside your bed. Oh, it's not a joke. Only Jota, iPad, phone, inquiries, left, right, and center, trainings. Yeah. I've just finished a courtesy call with someone. I'm going into another one at 5 o'clock. And I'm going into, I have prayer meeting at 5:30. Yes. And I still have my role as a mom. And I have my role as a registered nurse. Yes. Because I still work. But you know what? I need to put in that time. I need to do all this. I need to do all the follow up. I need to do all the learning. I need to, do all the training, because I know that if I have to live, if I want to live the kind of life I've always dreamed about, if I want to, achieve those goals, if I really want to help others, I want to have, a non-governmental organization where I help the less privileged. If I want to have all that, I need to work. I'm not going to be sleeping and wake up and find it beside me. So I'm challenging you today. Think of the kind of life you want to live and do something. Take that step today. It's Wednesday. So Wednesday, growing up, is known for Ojoanu, the day of mercy. Hmm? So tap into the mercy of God and go right in to what you can do to be able to achieve those goals and dreams and aspirations. Tap into today. Step out of your comfort zone, because I tell you, comfort zone will not give you anything. When I was in Nigeria, I was in my most comfortable position in life. My parents were there, my brothers, my sisters are there. If I have to go anywhere, it's just a phone call. Mom, I'm on Jade. Somebody should come and look after my children. And plus, there are a lot of people, extended family, who want to come and help you. I came to UK. Well, I went to Namibia, I came to UK. It's not the most comfortable. Up until today, I'm not used to this weather. Even when it's sunny, they say we are in summer. You see the way I wrap my neck. They say we are in summer. I'm still not used to the weather. It's not my comfort zone, but you know what? I know what I want. I know what I want to achieve in life. I know my goals. I know my aspiration. And you're out there. You're also thinking in your mind that, God, this is not the kind of life I want. What are you doing? What is that thing that you are doing? What can push you out of that comfort zone so that you're able to, begin to set yourself up for success? That's what I want to say to you today. I don't want this to be long. I just wanted to come out and share this with you today. Thank you so much. So, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Felicia Bossedi Akintola. I'm a mom to three amazing children, a wife to my wonderful husband. Yes, whose birthday is this month. And, his birthday we used to enjoy because he has saved the whole money to treat us from last year, July, up to this year, July. So, and I'm a registered nurse and I run a beautiful, the most beautiful online business in the whole world. Global, plug and play, talk of anything, you know. So I run a digital business, is like a digital franchise kind of business that you have everything all inclusive. You just need to come as you are with the right mindset. There is investment involved, yes. You must be willing to either look for a way of starting your business. This is not a free business. Now, I always say this to people. I know that um, we are looking for money now. That's why we want to start a business. We don't already have the money. If we have the money, we like come and look for business. Yes, but there are options. Mm. You see, when you are in the part of the world where you can leverage so many things, you are very lucky. God has now placed everything at your fingertips. It's just for you now to now make use of it. You are in an environment where you have access to resources. I was actually speaking to someone yesterday because she was asking me ABCD. I said, look, at the end of the day, hmm, there are resources available for you. And that is why I love this part of the world. Going, even though you did not go to school, you will still make something excellent out of life. If you do not go to school, maybe you finish O level. You see people finish O level, they went to do like apprenticeship and all of that, and they become great people. They are richer than us that are working like, because what? They have resources available for them. So many resources available for them. Ẹlòmíì kò kọjá secondary school, GCSE. When they compose stuff, you won't believe that. Wow. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ lọ graduate gan, tẹ́ ní masters, tẹ́ ní PhD, you can't even do half of what they're doing because there are resources available for them. So they believe that I don't have education should not be a limitation to you succeeding in life. I don't have degree should not be a limitation to you succeeding in life. I don't have money, yes, should not be limitation to you succeeding in life. Nothing should limit you if you are ready to be resourceful. There are a lot of resources around you. Look around you, you will see. So many of us are so blind to the resources that we can tap into. Every day, every time you see people come online, you see videos from here and there, you're not tapping into it. Oh my God. My dear brothers and sisters, like I told you, The kind of life you want to live cannot be just handed to you like that. You cannot just sleep and wake up and find the kind of life you want to live beside you. You need to work for it. What have you done to deserve it? What are you doing to achieve it? So those are my questions to you today. So like I said, I run a digital business, and what I do is I help everyday people, ambitious, professional, hardworking moms, dads, who want to change something about their current situation. You're not happy with where you are. And you know what? I'm looking for people who are ready to go right in. This is not a get rich quick. So let me also talk like one of my coaches. I don't care whatever checks they flashed at you there in the online space. I don't care how many times I've come to tell you that now I work 3 days a week, from working 6 days as a norm, blah, blah, blah. It's a system that works, but you need to put in your own quota. I've been in this business nearly 2 years. I'll be 2 years in this business in a couple of weeks by the grace of God. And this business has helped me to grow personally, apart from the money. From the day I stepped into this business, from this day I opened my training, my mindset changed completely. You know, that mindset of, like, honestly, and that is the truth, mindset of, well, my husband's income will do ABCD, Jerry. Let me be pushing him to do all the things that he has to do. Yeah, you need to go and get contracts, get all the whatever, go into your field. We go and get contracts on the road and do the road jobs and everything and bring in the big money. The moment I came into this business, my mindset changed. Felicia Bossede Akintola, what are you doing? You can also be that change maker in the family. You shouldn't leave it for your husband. You should not leave it to, him alone. You can also be that change maker. It's a family. That's why it's a family for a reason. That's why you are helpmates for a reason. Why are you solely depending on this gentleman? That when I came here, I was like, whoa, that changed my mindset completely. That yes, I can make that change happen for me, for the children, and for my husband. It doesn't have to be him. Wọ́n ní fọwọ́wọ́wọ́ fọ̀túnwọ̀tún fòsìwòsì lọ́wọ́ fi mú. For a reason, the Bible said we are helpmates for a reason. It did not say one is a slave to the other. One will respect and the other one will love. And you will all, you both come together and help yourself. You are not a slave to the other one. The other one is not supposed to go out and get all the money while you fold your hands and you're waiting for him to bring all the money. You also, if you're a man, you're not supposed to sit and wait for her to go and do all the hustling. We both have to work hand in hand, support ourselves. Thank you, those of you that are watching me. So that is what I do. Help everyday people, ambitious individuals, people who are ready to go right in, people who are ready to put in the work. Yes, because when you come into our online business, there is work to be done. I'm going to be your mentor. You will get the maximum support. You know what? One thing I love is the community support. If I want to relate with another group of people who are less than 50. I relate with them. There's a group for 50 plus. When I turn 50, I enter that group and I begin to like, oh yeah, how can we make it happen? There's a group like, okay, well, this is what I want to do YouTube. I don't want to do Facebook. There's group for that. So you have that holistic maximum support. Success here is inevitable. I will say that because if you put in the work, you have the right mindset, you are not looking for a get rich quick, be my guest. Message me, send me with your information, or go onto my website, sign up with your name and email address, watch our info session, and see if it is a business for you. Because at the end of the day, some people used to say business is not for everybody. And I was listening to a guy, like I listened to a lot of good, intelligent people. I was listening to a guy said that is what they've conditioned in your head. Why would business not be for you? Why do you not want to make money? Why do you not want to live a good life? Why do you not want to get to age 60 and already retired instead of 68? Why do you not want to get to age 68 and cruise around the world? Why do you want to go back and be taking extra shifts after retirement? Shay, is that the kind of life that God has programmed for you? So why is business not for you? Business, every household should have a business they run in their house. Somebody has to be flexible in a whole household. At least one person has to be flexible, because you get why. So the why, go onto my website, sign up with your name, email address, reach out to me. I'll guide you through the steps. And with your 1 to 2 hours a day in our business, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. When you are off, you put in more time. If you are not off, you go to work and come back, do the house chores and everything. Take 1 hour, create one, block it off. Block it off. Do something on your business. And when we say do something, go through your training, watch and do. Another thing I also noticed is some people say, I cannot watch the 90 minutes. If you cannot watch 90 minutes webinar, how do you do a training? Because this is an online business, a business you've never done before. Like when I started my business, I'm just a registered nurse. So when I started my business, I had no clue. I had to sit with the training. And that is why up until today, when I'm doing training, I have my whole book. Everybody heavy. I have my old book. This book, apart from his heavy, only small jota, it's that Kukuma have a small jota. And when I see something, I jot it down, I write it down, even because sometimes when I'm cooking, I'm listening to my training, and when I hear something that I need to do, I just put it down. And then after I'm done with whatever I'm doing downstairs, I come here, start implementing it. That is it. That is all you need to do. And that's why we said give 1 hour or two a day if you want the success in the business. Nothing happens if nothing happens. We're going to our 9 to 5. We're spending 12 hours on the shift. At the end of the shift, if you're very lucky, you're working with agency. If you're in the UK, you get maybe maximum. I don't know, maybe travel nurses get more. But sure, you go to care home, you go to hospital, you get maximum. They are 350 in 12 hours. In this business, in our business, sometimes you can, when you get to that stage, you can spend maybe 1 hour onboarding someone, 1 hour or 2 hours at the maximum. You get paid huge amounts. When I say huge, 4 figures. Yes, when you get to a stage. Now, it's not a get rich quick. I'm 2 years in this business by the grace of God. And I have consistently worked my business. In the last 2 years, there's no day I don't show up. Not maybe live. My post comes out here, there's a chat, there's my ad going everywhere, like every day. Somebody sees not less than 1,000 people see my ad every day. So what are you doing to be able to, create that life that you want? Your first step could be to sign up for a digital business. Your first step could be to sign up for a digital business. I am singing this to you. The world is going digital. In another 5 years from now, we will not be here talking about all these things. So may God help us. So that is us for today. I have another meeting coming up in another 30 minutes. And after that, I have prayer meeting. After that, I have another thing. God bless you all. Do have an amazing, amazing Wednesday. Mercy shall follow us today, because Ojo Anu is a day of mercy. So tap into the mercy of God. Tap into Anu. Because when God shows you mercy, everything begins to fall in place. So this could be, the time you've been waiting for. And I hope to see you on the inside. God bless you. Bye.